Hello, my name is Abby. This is Craft Studio. I'm so glad you could join me here today. I am just putting these last few ends in and then we can start. I have a lot to share with you today. Mostly crochet, but I do have a knitting project I want to share an update on. I do have some books and I have coffee. So I hope you have coffee or tea or water or something to drink, and we will get started in just a couple minutes. So you can pause it and go get whatever you need and relax, and we're going to have a great time. Okay. I've got, let's see, this is a book I checked out from my library. This is 75 Colorful Hexagons to Crochet, and I wanted to try this pattern first. It's called Interlocking, and this is what it came out to look like. So it is kind of the Jacob's Ladder loops, only it's in a hexagon instead of in a square. I have seen the Jacob's Ladder in a blanket, but I have not seen it in a hexagon before, so I wanted to try that. So that's really cool. So that is from this book. Let's see, I made another one of these retro flower granny blocks, I believe. Now I did make this one with an extra round on the outside of the flower, so it does make the block a little bit bigger, and I do like it, but the other ones that I have made did not have this extra round, so the border is kind of touching the petals, and that's how it looks different. But this, I like it, and I used some different yarn. I believe the other blocks I used the Red Heart, which is very thick and sturdy. I really like the feel of it. This one I used primarily the Hobby Lobby I Love This yarn, and actually I think all of it was I Love This yarn, which is a little softer and silkier, and I don't know, it doesn't have that thick sturdy feel, but it's still nice to work with. But I really like that, those colors. And let's see, I was working on a Minecraft blanket for my daughter. I am following the tutorial, the free pattern and tutorial from Kathy. I think it's called the Knot Hooking Crochet. I can't remember, but anyway, it's on this channel, on YouTube. And I made a couple blocks, which I've shared already, but I've got some more to share. So, and I'm really enjoying this. It's a lot of fun. And the first couple ones I was a little bit, oh man, I had trouble with, but it's gotten better. So this was the first one I made. It was the honeybee. And then the next one I made, I think, was the llama. This was the llama that I did. And then I made the panda block, which is really, really cute. I love the panda block. And let's see, which one did I do next? I think okay, so my daughter wanted a rabbit block, and Kathy did not have one. So I just used her graph, and the inspiration was, oh, I can't find it, but it was this little Lego Minecraft rabbit, and I just did that and made this little face for the rabbit. So these are the ears up here, and then this is like negative space, like sky between, and then you've got the little nose and the eyes here. So I think it turned out pretty good. And then let's see, I made the frog. This is the frog. Now, at first when my daughter saw this, she's like, well, Mom, the frogs in Minecraft, they're not green, they're orange. And I was like, what? So I looked it up and she was right. But there are different biomes in Minecraft. which means they're different atmospheres. Like there's jungles, there's snowy mountains, there's valleys, there's swamps, stuff like that. There's forests, like jungles, stuff. But they all have different creatures in them. And so the swamp frog is orange. But there is a white frog, which you can find in like snowy area, ice areas. And then there's a green frog in some other biome. Anyway, so there is a green frog, but I think I might make the other two frogs, an orange one and a white one, because I just think I love making, and it's really easy, so I might want to make more of these. The next one I made, now there is a regular squid in Minecraft, and then there's this new one called a glow squid, and that is what I made here. Kathy had one which was just a regular squid, so I just used that and the different colors. I used different colors for this glow squid, but I think it turned out really awesome, and I love the colors. And then the last but not least, well, I'm gonna make more, but for what I have done right now is the chicken. I finished the chicken. And also, this is really cool, but I had this idea to instead of just faces or mob heads, I was going to make some Minecraft ore blocks. So the different ores that you can mine, there's diamond, gold, coal, iron, things like that. So I thought, well, I could make those. So I do have some notes for that. I'm still going to be using her basic 8x8 graph. And so I will be making those. Also, I drew up some notes. I want to make the Minecraft chest, which is like a box that you can store items in. There's a bookshelf. Do I even have it here? And then a TNT block, which you of course use to blow things up. But anyway, I don't have it here. But anyway, so those are some more ideas that I had for this blanket that I'm going to be putting together, so stay tuned for those that will be coming up later. If that's something you're interested in. I think it's really cool. What can I show? Oh, okay, so I have shared about this also. This is the Bohemian Blooms. This is a blanket pattern from Jane Crowfoot, and this blanket, let's see, I've been working on it for quite a while. It's pretty detailed and it's gorgeous. The first flower block I made was this white one, and I wanted to try it in different colors, so I decided I would make the flower like this really beautiful plum color and make the outer edge white instead of, you know, the white flower and then the darker border. So I made those. Well, then I decided I wanted to make a blue flower, so I did that one. So I think this is my favorite block out of all of them, so I think I'm just going to keep making these blocks and just make the flower in the center different colors. So I really like those. I do have pink, I have yellow, so yeah, aren't those pretty? I just love those. However, I did try, there is a border on here, if you can see right there. These are different straight blocks, and one of them is called Fitzroy and the other one I think is called Gordon. So I made those up and I wanted to show those. This was the first one I made, and I believe this is Fitzroy. So it's just using the same colors and just making stripes, and then there's some baubles in there. I just think that is really, really pretty. So I believe this is Fitzroy, and then this other one is Gordon, I believe. So it's just a little bit different. They're just a little bit different. So they look very similar. And these just kind of border the flower squares in the center. Let me see if I can find a picture. This is the book that I purchased. Yeah, here it is. So basically you just have, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here's the, ooh, there. So you have the flowers in the flower squares in the center, and then these are the borders. Let me see, right there, around it. So I'm not going to make it exactly the way they did in the book, but very similar. But yeah, those are very, very fun. Lots of ends to weave in. Oh my goodness. Sometimes you just have to take a break from weaving in all the ends, because it's a lot. Okay. I did want to share my knitting. I don't know if you remember my knit blocks Afghan. I've got these. It's raindrops. I finished this block, however I have not sewn in the ends yet. But yeah, I scattered the raindrops out. Instead of doing them constantly everywhere like this one, I just scattered them so it looked more like realistic rain. I did finish that block. And I did finish this flower block. Well, it looks like flowers to me. I still need to block it. It's kind of curling, but I think that's really pretty. And let's see. I think I did share the white one. My idea was to do more of these and do them in like pink because they do look like flowers. I do have a black one, and here's the cream colored one, and then I started this white one. Oop. So there's it's a mess right now, sorry. String everywhere, or yarn everywhere, I mean. Anyway. Okay, so that's, yeah, I'm still not sure what I'm doing with all this yet. My basket's kind of coming apart. But anyway, yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe a while. And let me share the books really fast. This is 60 Quick Granny Squares. I rented this from our library. This is, who is this by? This has got some really, really cool ideas. It does have some projects in the back. I can't remember if there was one I wanted to try. I mean, there's always one I want to try, but like some of them, I'm like, oh, I might want to try that one day, and then there's another one that I'm like, okay, I have to try that right now. But I can't remember. Some very beautiful blocks in here. I can't remember. It also has techniques and plenty of pictures. Lots of beautiful pictures. Yeah, great book. And then I also found this one. This is 75 floral blocks to knit. So I picked that up too. This is from my library. This is amazing and gorgeous. And a lot of these are beginner knit projects. But some are intermediate. Yeah, just really beautiful ideas and pictures. So if you're so inclined, check that out. And I did find 2 more crochet borders because I'm still trying to figure out a border to put on my second Afghan from the Jada and Stitches Magical Cupboard. I was making 2 Afghans, so I finished one. I gifted it to my mom. I have the second one, but I still haven't finished it. So I still need to put it together, and then I was trying to figure out a border. So I did check these books out from my library, which has all different kinds of borders on, border ideas. So this is really, really good. This is by Edie Ekman, Crochet Borders. And then I also found this one. This is Every Which Way Crochet Borders. Oh, this is by Edie Ekman also. So this is a very good book. I wonder if this came out in a different time. But anyway, what I really appreciate about these books is it also shows you how to, if you want to, put a crochet border on a knit project. Now, as you know, I was having trouble connecting my knit blocks, and I always have more trouble with knitting than I do crochet. Crochet just comes easier to me, but this one shows you, if you want to, how to put a crochet border on a knit project or on a knit block. So I really appreciated that, and I'm thinking I might do that. I haven't decided yet. But anyway. Also, Jada and Stitches has a new calendar unblanket project, and I was intrigued. She's making these large rectangle pieces that you can either use, one to make one project, one little project, or you can save them for the whole year and put them together as a blanket. So I did go ahead and I made mine a little bit different. Now this is not a rectangle per se, this is more of a large square, but I got tired of doing it. I think hers are 26 rows, and I just did 20. And I just did various colors, but I thought this would be fun to put these together and make it look like a scrappy quilt, even though it's not a quilt, it's an Afghan, but still. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly, and you can add applique to it. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I might. I haven't decided yet. Or maybe some surface crochet. I don't know. But anyway, stay tuned. I will share what I do along the way with that. Okay. I think that's all I had to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a blessed day. Take care, God bless, and I will see you in the next video. Happy crafting!